No matter what we teach, we are all responsible for being aware of the much needed continuous academic vocabulary development essential for all learners to acquire reading literacy skills for all academic disciplines. However, sometimes there's so much content to cover that making time for direct vocabulary lessons using PowerPoint slides or digital flashcards can take time and effort. Hence, teaching students the skills to acquire academic vocabulary independently is more vital than ever. With the advent of AI technologies, we now have chatbots that can act like TAs and assist teachers in basic vocabulary learning tasks. This opens more room and time for personalized learning and for teachers to engage learners in higher level learning tasks such as writing. Let me show you a simple demo of what students can do with ChatGPT in regards to studying academic vocabulary words on their own, whether it's in a classroom or at home. All right. For teachers, they can first use, or we can first use ChatGPT to determine the words we would like students to learn. So sample prompts include generate. So we want to start with an action verb. Okay, we want to be clear about what we would like the robot to do. Generate an academic word list for a unit about climate change. So this could pertain to a unit for English language acquisition. All right. And depending on the phase level, teachers could get together to determine words that could fit a certain phase level. And then for language and literature, we could do generate an academic word list for persuasive writing, focusing on the 3 persuasive appeals: ethos, logos, and pathos. All right, so for subject teachers, they can simply have students pull academic vocabulary words from their textbooks. And teachers should always consider adding on more relevant vocabulary words related to each unit being taught. Okay, and on the students' end, what should they do with ChatGPT after given an academic word list for each unit? Okay, so let me open a new chat. All right, so we can teach students to type prompts such as study vocabulary words with ChatGPT. All right, and then ChatGPT will say, sure, let's study some words. Do you have a specific list? All right, and I'm not going to use the ones that were generated earlier. I have a shorter list prepared here. Okay, so these are just words related to the study of the universe, perhaps. Okay. Oh, great list. Okay. So ChatGPT will automatically provide definitions for each word. And if we don't specify the lexile level, the wording might be too difficult for certain students. So when we teach students how to engage with ChatGPT when study vocabulary, we have to be a little bit more, teach students on how to type more specific prompts. All right, for instance, I teach struggling English learners. I would definitely allow bilingual learning or have them use their first language to support their second language. Then I would have them type study vocabulary list in both English, and traditional Chinese. Notice I typed traditional Chinese. If you don't type traditional Chinese, ChatGPT most likely will give us simplified Chinese. Okay, study vocabulary lists in both English and traditional Chinese. All right. Okay, let me see what we get. Great. We have the English definition and the Chinese translation right above and below each other, or right next, the Chinese translation right next to the word. And this is a bilingual teaching strategy in the research. So, but for a higher English level student, we want to encourage these students to study all in English, right? But sometimes the words can be a little bit too difficult, so we might have to adjust the prompt a little bit. Okay, so maybe study vocabulary. Oh, I'm sorry, study. Study vocabulary list. Maybe pull out the from Achieve 3000 or MAP scores. Find the average of the class and type average Lexile of the class, and perhaps type study vocabulary list at the, say, 600 Lexile. All right, as you can see, this bot right here is still building off of the previous prompt, so that's why the Chinese still shows. And I'm just going to leave it like this. If you have a higher English level class, then definitely you'll want to take out the Chinese or not even put the Chinese in the first place, right? Okay, so after the students study on their own, and they might be wondering, I need some pictures to help me. I will show you another AI image generator tool a little later after I finish showing this part. Okay, so after studying the words, we're going to have ChatGPT test the students. So students can type, test me, but if you simply type, test me, ChatGPT will not know how do you want me to test you, or how would you like me to test you. So we want to teach the students to be a little bit more specific in their prompts. Test me using multiple choice questions at the 500 Lexile. Okay, so we really, or 600 in this case. Sorry, I'm so used to typing 500 because that's usually the average Lexile of the group of students whom I teach. All right, anyway, at the 600 Lexile level might be the average of a P5 group, say. Oh, there you go. Okay, so here we have some multiple choice questions. Oh, it also provided the answer, so that's not what we want, right? But even if ChatGPT gives the answers to the students, students can still study. They can know, why is it B? And they'll read it, right? And if they want to adjust the multiple choice questions a little bit, remove the answers, and test me again. So those simple English prompts. I believe students of any English level can handle typing simple prompts, right? All right, so but then you teach P3 students, then there might be a need to use Google Translate if they don't know how to type something in English. Okay, anyway, okay, here we go. So students can, let me close this because I don't have the full version. Hopefully we will all do in the near future, okay? So let's just say one is, what does it mean to unveil something? To show it for the very first time. So I'm just gonna do the first three. Portray by writing a song, creating, describing them in words by showing their inner thoughts. Should be B. 3, looking at in order, revelation. Well, they're all B for some reason. Okay, so I'm just going to skip the rest for now to save time, and then let's just see. Okay, good. Oh, incorrect. Oh, okay, so I made a mistake here. I don't want to say I did it on purpose. I must have misread. Okay, so here ChatGPT can pick up on correct and incorrect answers. And do keep in mind that ChatGPT does make mistakes. So as teachers, if we're going to do this in the classroom, we should be walking around and facilitating the students on whether they're engaging with this tool correctly or not, and also spotting minor mistakes the robot might be producing, right? And if students are doing this at home, they can, they can do screenshots or paste everything in a Google Doc and submit it in Google Classroom. Or thirdly, they can just do a video screen recording of their engagement with ChatGPT. And on the following day, you can quiz them using traditional methods. Because we cannot rely on this tool completely. We have to know if students can still do their work on paper and pencil, right? And so, let's see. And of course, there are also all these other prompts we can do. For example, test me using fill-in-the-blank questions with traditional Chinese translations at the 500 Lexile level, say. Or test me using analogy questions at a certain Lexile level. Or another prompt could be, test me using a paragraph close with 3 blanks to a paragraph. And students can continue to chat with ChatGPT. As I was saying, in addition to interacting with ChatGPT, students can also use another multimodal channel of generating images with the text descriptions produced by ChatGPT. Okay, so I would like to introduce the Canva platform in which the school has purchased for both teachers and students. And it definitely has a set of AI tools called Magnet Media. And it does have the image AI generative tool. And let me just take an example from the previous ChatGPT activity, vocabulary activity that I showed everybody. And I'm just gonna take a piece of description from the word, let's just say, let's pick a word, to show or tell somebody, let's use unveil on that, to show or tell somebody for the first time. And then there's a sample sentence that artist will unveil his new painting at the galleries. And I'm going to go ahead and paste it here. All right, and see, we can also pick a style. Maybe I'll make it filmic. And then down here, you can select the aspect ratio. This is really not that important, but students can play around with it. And then here we have the button, Generate Image. So as I was saying earlier, students can use this tool to make a quick set of flashcards to review on their own or simply as a quick activity. Okay, and so we can simply drag and drop any images that we find interesting. Okay, so here we go with text to image. All right, so I would like to show everybody another instructional approach to vocabulary development with a gaming digital tool in which all of us might be familiar with, Kahoot, or other similar tools such as quizzes, Bluekett, Gimkit, etc. All right, and lately I have been exploring different ways to use this tool in the classroom, rather than just only use it as a gaming activity at the end of a lesson. So, for example, when I teach vocabulary to the grade 7s, I will pull out a Kahoot game and actually teach a lesson within this gaming app, rather than just, use it at the end of a lesson. So what I would do is have everybody, have all the students take out their laptops, iPads, whatever, and host a live game. And on top of that, they will also have their novels or their notebooks open, ready to take notes. So here we have a mix of progressive and traditional teaching and learning of vocabulary. All right, so let's take a look. And I will just do a quick demo. All right, so I'll join the game from my iPhone. Okay, go. And that's me. And now I'm the teacher. I'm going to start the game. Right? Okay, so within Kahoot, I would pick a GIF or GIF instead of a still image, because this will give students, more imagination of what the word rummaging might mean. And sometimes I come up with silly answers, and it just makes this teaching and learning process more exciting and less dull. Okay. Okay, so I didn't click an answer in time. So at this point in time, I will have students search for the word in your books, or in pairs or groups, or I would just give them the page number and look for the words, right? And in the process, students are actually hopefully picking up on skim reading. And so before I move on to the next word, I make sure that every student has this word and the matching definition written down somewhere in their books or notebooks.